Well, 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 here we are once again. Things have changed a little since 2011. Different studio with a lot more of a Buffalo feel to it. Far less hair, for me, at least in some areas, but the same old coach at the helm of Williamsville North. And you know what? He must be doing something right, as we see in our Spartans season in review.
I spent last night in the arms of a girl in Louisiana. Though I'm out on the highway, my thoughts are still with her.
Preparation is key for a long and successful season, and so too is chemistry, whether it's in team colors or not. This magical ride features a perfect road trip to Albany, with wins over Shenandoah and Saratoga, and a lot of poise at a pair of downtown Buffalo venues with character shining through. And whether lending an end-of-season presence at the annual Alex Rice basket raffle or doing off-ice conditioning in advance of the teddy bear toss, these guys seemingly had it all figured out. And clearly, practice makes perfect. The rush by Brett Sardina, and the eventual stuff by Rocco Bonafini, and the rivalry game with East, while barely underway, was a full-on success. 6-1 North, the final score, but the true victory in the form of $1,100 raised by the two teams for crisis services. And the Bears, all 200 of them upon being collected, were delivered to Children's Hospital of Buffalo. You know, there's a lot to be said for these life lessons learned in the formative years, and it always helps to surround yourself with good people. And make no mistake, these guys were good indoors and out. Out of the blocks with resounding wins over Ithaca and McQuaid Jesuit, the green and gold outscored their opponents by a 3-1 margin over the course of the entire year. They were 12-4 in league play, 4-0 in non-league games, and a perfect 6-0 in league and state playoffs, leaving the opposition seemingly at a standstill. It was a group that certainly knew how to capture the moment. Although if somebody had just turned their camera sideways here, we could have seen things an awful lot better. En route to an 8th appearance in the state final since 2001, they were in it for each other, basking in the bright lights. From Booster Club President Gary Joseph to team manager Matt Henry, and the long list of assistant coaches and JV coaches, this was perhaps an unexpected journey for an overachieving group, a group that made sure to laugh along the way and not flame out too soon. Senior Adam Botts delivered the first goal for North in the title game with this tally at KeyBank Center versus Lancaster. 10th time in 11 years that North were in the Section 6 championship. And having lost to the Legends early in the year as part of a season series split, you could sense the magnitude of the moment in this game. When Coach Rosen talks about the little things this Spartan team did well, look at the 2-on-1. Shot off the pads, perfect rebound put back by Sardina, and North was in the lead. But when Lancaster scored with just 5 seconds to go in regulation, the stage was set for AB in OT. Matt Jeffries and Anthony Trigilio showed good poise in their own zone, and Botts shows the finish we've come to expect. Championship game MVP for a second straight year. North rolls through Lockport 12-0, Niagara Falls 5-0, and Lancaster 3-2 to advance to the state quarterfinals. In Camillus, Griffin Green jumped all over this rebound for a power play goal. 2-0 North as Andrew Bruno had scored just prior. Attention turns to Jake Zurat in goal. What a left pad stop coming up here as West Genesee had the edge in shots 36-17. But after the Wildcats scored twice in the final 3:10, OT required again, this time on the power play. It's Daniel Mosher retrieving at the hash marks and then making a perfect pass to Green, who atoned in a big way for a late game penalty that led to the tying goal. Back-to-back 3-2 overtime victories. North heading to the Frozen Four at Harbor Center. Saturday, March 11th, a first ever meeting with Mamaroneck and junior Trevor Cavalier redirected this far side offering from Joe Oliver in the first for his first of the season. Zurad was perfect in goal, and North knocked off the defending champs to gain a berth in the final. Facing Section 5 champion Pittsford and trailing in the first, Sardina in transition will roof one short side. And I think you can feel the eruption from Harbor Center, the home fan base featuring hundreds of North alumni and an estimated crowd of 2,000. Sardina, one of 4 multi-point performers for the Spartans in state playoffs, and with that little bit of momentum on their side, only a couple minutes later, and a man to the good. It's Sardina with the hot hand up at the point. He wants it, but Trigilio sends a feed back door to Bruno. 2-1 North. And Bruno, now with 2 in states play, 16 on the season, all part of a 40-point year. And for good measure, one last fist bump with the primary assister on the play. Late second now, and going down the far side. Bots would call this a lucky goal, as it found 5-hole. Biggest lead for either side, with North up 3-1, heading to what they hoped would be the final period. And despite a Pittsford push, the D stood tall in front of Zurad, who made 13 saves while battling mono all week. Make it a fistful of state titles for Williamsville North.
And you ask me what I want this year, and I try to make this kind and clear. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now. 'Cause tonight's the night loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
The pictures truly tell the story, don't they? Thank you, Eric Cretella, for all your hard work on this season-ending piece. And gentlemen, congratulations on your long list of accomplishments, not to mention the state championship. To the seniors, may this be the moment that serves as your constant reminder on life's journey that anything is possible. And to the coaches, Bob Rosen, Brian Willison, John Burns, and Greg Brown, your leadership was unmatched. Your qualities will resonate with members of this group of Spartans forever.